Hello, Knights Nation. Welcome back to another show of Gavin with Gavin. I'm your host, Gavin Broniker. This week, I'm sitting down with Lily Koch, here, student at Bellarmine. She's a nursing and a Spanish major, and she's had quite a busy month. So we're going to sit down and talk to her a little bit. Lily, it's nice to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So recently, you just took a really cool trip. You just headed over to India. Can you talk a little bit about what that experience was like?
Yeah, so we went to India December 10th. We stayed there for about 10 days with Father John, and we stayed at a friary, and it was like craziest and like best experience ever. Super hot and tons of food, tons of curry.
So how did that trip sort of come about?
So my freshman year, Father John was like, Lily, you should come to India with me. And I just was like, okay. And so I told some of my friends about it our like sophomore or junior year, and they were like, okay, we'll go with you. And so we just had like a little group that went, and then we took his IDC class on India in the fall semester.
Yeah. So do you and Father John just have like a pretty good relationship early on?
So we had the convocation mass our freshman year, and I went because I'm Catholic, and then my mom was with me. My mom started crying because I'm her only child.
Oh, wow.
And Father John came up and found us afterwards, and Father John was like, I'm going to take care of your daughter. And ever since then, Father John's like my bestie.
That's awesome.
So
yeah, it's nice
he's taking care of me.
For sure. Yeah, nice to have somebody come up and do that, and certainly a transitioning period.
Yeah.
So what were a lot of people talk about like a cultural shock. Was there something that you experienced within those 10 days that was quite different than what you experienced here in the U.S.?
On our first day, we walked around the neighborhood and the surrounding area, and Father John would knock on random people's doors who he didn't know, and they would just invite us into their homes.
Wow.
And it wasn't weird, like it wasn't scary or anything, but it's just the culture in India that you can just show up places and they'll welcome you in, and it was super friendly. Yeah. So that was really fun and funny for us to like experience.
You guys didn't have anybody that like said, no, not right now, you can't come in? Like everybody was pretty welcoming?
Everyone was like, please come in,
Wow.
like we would love to see you. It started raining though, so then we had to like hurry back to the place we were staying at. But other than that, everyone was like, yeah, please come in, and they all wanted to offer us food of some sort or like tea or something to try and welcome us.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. So this was over winter break. What were the dates that you guys were gone?
So we were gone December 10th to the 23rd, I think.
Okay.
We got back at like 1 in the morning.
Okay.
So it was kind of confusing, like what day it actually was.
Yeah. So are they over in India? Were they sort of setting up for Christmas? Was there any sort of anticipation with that?
They were definitely setting up for Christmas, but it's not the Christmas that we think of because it's like hot, so it's not like cold and snowy.
Yeah, for sure.
But the big Christmas decoration they have there is like paper stars that they hang in the front of their homes.
Okay.
And they put lights in them, so they still had a lot of lights, which was really pretty to see.
So the decorations were somewhat similar to America?
They had trees too.
Yeah, okay. All right,
so
nice. Yeah,
that was fun.
So then moving on from that, obviously that's a really cool opportunity, but now you've also been blessed with another opportunity. You were just recently named to be on the homecoming court here for Bellarmine. Can you talk about what an honor that is?
Yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm so grateful for my time here at Bellarmine, and you said it's a blessing, and like I completely agree. I'm just really like love my Bellarmine experience, and I can't say enough good things, and things like going to India are just so cool, and I'm so grateful to Bellarmine for that. So yeah. So
how does this opportunity come about for people that might be younger students that might want to be a part of the homecoming court at some point?
So around early December or late November, an application goes out, and I was nominated by someone, so that's how I kind of found out. And then you apply, so you write a big essay, and then people are picked to interview. So then you interview with alumni. Okay. And then 10 students are picked, and then the students are able to vote. So then there will be 2 who are crowned like the Knights of Honor. Everyone's like a Knight of Honor, but there's like 2 like winners, I guess.
Yeah. When does that get announced?
Saturday at the men's basketball game at halftime.
Okay. Is there any sort of like coronation ceremony? Like what happens when you get announced that you've won?
Well, just anyone. I'm not like, okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Donovan and Helen Grace Ryan like knight you.
Okay, wow. That's pretty cool.
I don't really know.
Yeah. Have you been to one in the past, like seen it happen?
Yeah, I'm on the Bellarmine Activity Council, so I help run a lot of the homecoming events, so I've seen a lot of them, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. So I imagine that, having this bestowed upon you, you've probably been pretty active in the Bellarmine community. Can you talk about some of the programs that you've been a part of in your time here?
Yeah, so I'm part of the Bellarmine Activity Council, so we host like the bingos, late night breakfast, all of those things, and I'm the vice president of marketing. So I design a lot of like the shirts and flyers and all of that.
Okay.
So that's like one of my big things. And then I'm in our nursing association. And then I just am around campus a lot.
Yeah, it sounds
I like
like
to
it.
go to like a lot of the sporting events, and some of my friends are on like different teams, so I love to go watch them play, and I just love like being around on campus and meeting new people.
Yeah, for sure. Is that something that you came into college with the goal of doing, or is that something that as you've been here, you've started to incorporate yourself with different groups and found that you like that?
No, I've always just kind of been this way. I just love meeting new people and talking to people, but the marketing was completely new because I've never done anything like that, and of course it doesn't really like line up with nursing or Spanish. It just kind of happened, so just another thing to learn.
Yeah. And then after college, what are your goals? Are you trying to stay around the area? Are you trying to get into a nursing program here in Louisville?
After I graduate, I'll be going to the Dominican Republic for 5 weeks to do medical mission work.
Okay.
I'll be an intern, so I'm super duper excited for that.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I will be starting a job at Norton Healthcare when I get back.
Awesome. So how did this opportunity with the Dominican Republic pop up?
Last summer, I went to the Dominican Republic with the School of Nursing for our pediatric rotation, and I just like fell in love with it. I love nursing and I love Spanish, so it was like the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, perfect combo.
Yeah. And so I kept getting emails about going back and like the opportunity. I was like, geez, maybe God's trying to tell me I should go back. So I applied and I got offered a spot to go back. So here we go.
Yeah. Well, what was the Dominican Republic like? Was there also something there that it was like a cultural shock? Or is there something that you're looking forward to the next time you go back?
I'm just looking forward to like seeing everyone again. They have really good Coca-Cola there. It's like in a bottle, like in a glass bottle. So I'm excited to have like a good Coke, which is kind of silly, but I'm just excited to like see the friends that I made last year and some of the children that I got to work with last year. I'm really excited to go back and see them.
Yeah, that's cool that you get to go back and you get to work with the same group and you already have that sort of familiarity with the area. Yeah, that's very cool. You said it was a 5-week program, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and do you know exactly what your role will be when you get over there?
It depends on what our teams, there will be like teams down there helping with random things. So there might be people like painting, we'll have medical clinics, and then the ministry I work with, they also have a sports complex. Okay. So they'll be hosting like sports camps and things like that. So I'm pretty much gonna go wherever they need me. I'm not really sure what'll happen, but I'm just gonna go with the flow, and I'm open to all the excitement that it'll bring.
Yeah, for sure. Do you know, does your family have any plans to go visit you while you're down there?
They can't. I will be like working so much, so.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Busy schedule, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure they'll enjoy the pictures too. It sounds like a very cool opportunity.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep like a little blog to share with some of my friends and family to make sure everyone can like stay up to date.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Shifting gears one last time, back towards the homecoming court thing. Before we kind of head out, do you have any sort of like address that you want to give to some of the students that might watch this on why they should vote for you? Or is voting already closed? I don't know.
Voting's already closed, but I don't have like anything. I think everyone on the court is seriously so great, and I love all of them. I know most of them, and I'm good friends with a lot of them. So I'm just really excited to spend the week with them and hang out. And only other thing I got is just like trying to soak up the moments and trying to be grateful for where I'm at and what I'm doing and who I'm doing it with.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, we wish you best of luck. Hopefully you get a chance to win, but obviously it sounds like it was just an awesome opportunity regardless. So,
for sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Gabbin' with Gavin. Join us again next week and watch out for Lily. See if she's going to win the homecoming court. Make sure you guys check that out. Once again, thank you all.